Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the gametolovepodcast. Podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit earlier than the time originally indicated, but a little bit later than the matches actually started. Musetti and SHEVCHENKO was supposed to be after Griekspoor and Hurkacz, but since the previous match is taking so long, they've moved it actually to a different court. So they've already started, and I also will bring the score into the stream. So SHEVCHENKO won his first service game, and Musetti is now serving. He's 15 love up, and they were supposed to play, I think, on court 7, but they've been moved to Suzanne Langlaine because almost all the matches there today, they went pretty fast. Norrie, Sabalenka, Kasatkina, all straight sets, so that gave a little bit of room in the order of play to go here. So, for those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Roland. This is my second stream, this Roland Garros, and I've been doing this, I think, for about 1.5 years. Really big tennis fan, play tennis myself as well, and yeah, looking forward to this match. I picked this match myself to cast because I think it's going to be a really good match. Two very exciting young players, so I'm really looking forward to the match quality and see what they can bring to the table. See, we also already have some people inking and just saying, what's up, Roland, how it's going? Yeah, it's going well. How are you doing? Hey, Max, nice to have you here. It was a fun time in our previous match that we had. So, has everyone been watching some tennis in the past days? We've had some really epic 5-set matches in the men's tournament. I don't know if you saw the Monfils match against Baez yesterday. It was maybe one of the better tennis matches I've ever watched. The crowd getting behind it, the quality of play still being quite high, even though both players were super tired. So, yeah, it was really a treat. Gao Monfils always like a gem to tennis. Already brought us so much. Alright, so we are in the second game of this match. Musetti just did a drop shot into the net. It's 40-15. So far everything seems to be going with the serve. Just give me a little bit of time to set up all my screens and everything. I thought this match would start in like 1 hour or something, so I had to rush quickly. Because the match that was supposed to happen before, or it was is before this on the court that this match was supposed to be played, is Griekspoor, the Dutch guy, Tonal Griekspoor against Hubert Hurkacz. And the scoreline there is 3-6, 7-5, 7-6 for Griekspoor. But the tiebreak in the third set went to 15-13. So I think that match is going to take a while. I think they've already been going for like 2.5 hours. So I'm happy for Musetti and SHEVCHENKO that they don't have to wait for it. All right, for the 30, Shevchenko coming back a little bit. So we'll talk a little bit about the players when we have like a changeover or something introduced and properly, like I usually do. But first off, now let's watch this match. Okay, Musetti going to serve. 6 minutes in, needs to hold his first service game. Very important mentally to hold your own service game. The first one, first serve into the net, and he has to go to the second serve. Second serve is a kick serve, backhand from Shevchenko, really deep, really high. Musetti loops it up. It's playing a really high shot, but Shevchenko put a bit too much on it, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I also would have loved to be in that crowd, Max. If you saw all the people like jumping, shouting, and afterwards also when Eurosport was doing like the interviews, you saw all the crowds, all the French flags, completely wild, and yeah, don't blame them. It was one of the better matches I think we had. Guy Monfils is such a likable person, also someone who can really get the crowd going. Good forehand from Shevchenko, who moves to the net, but Musetti with the passing shot. And it's love 15. So we have two really young players here today, just like my previous match. Musetti is 21 years old and Shevchenko is 22 years old, and I think both of them pack quite a lot of promise. Musetti, obviously the more proven player of the two, has more titles on ATP level. Also has been in the top rankings already for quite a bit. He's currently ranked somewhere in the top 20, I think. Ooh, backhand mistake from Shevchenko, and it's love 30. Oh, nice rally now. Backhand to backhand rally. High balls from Musetti. He's trying the high balls a bit more now. And the volley from Shevchenko is not good, low 40. He seems to have a lot of trouble to deal with the high balls. So Musetti using his backhand with a lot of spin, playing them deep and actually quite high. And Shevchenko almost has to jump to get to them, and he's not dealing with them very well. So love 30 and already 3 breakpoint chances for Lorenzo Musetti. Shevchenko has the chance to smash this one away. Oh, but he misses it completely. Oh, that is a bad shot, and it's a break already. And a game to love. So that's an early break for Lorenzo Musetti. Two, I think, unnecessary missers by Shevchenko, who had all the chance in the 4th point of the game to smash it away. But I think he hit it a bit with the top of his racket, probably with the frame, and it went somewhere in the crowd. So it's an early break for Lorenzo Musetti, which you will love. I think, in this kind of matchup, he is the favorite, even though he's still young, and you probably want to get a big lead as soon as possible to really crush the hopes of Shevchenko. He's a really talented player, so you don't want to give him too much the idea that he can beat you, like what happened to Medvedev. I hope Lorenzo Musetti can meet Carlos in the fourth round. Not sure how Musetti will do versus Norrie. Yeah, that's an interesting matchup. I think we can expect quite a lot of long rallies then, right? And I was not crazy impressed with Norrie against Pair. So, yeah, I don't know. I would like to see the matchup between Carlos and Lorenzo Musetti. That's has fireworks written all over it. Okay, we're into the fourth game. Big forehand rally. Musetti's dictating the play with the spin forehands, and it's 15-love for Musetti. Hey, Manor, how you doing? Is Clara winning? I have her going really far in my bracket. I was Ben and JG inspired me, and I'm on the hype train as well. So I think I have her somewhere like in the quarterfinal or something. Yeah, good points by Musetti. 30-love already. He's cruising. Love and Musetti not making many mistakes so far. He's putting the points away that he needs to. Second serve now on 30-love. Big forehand again from Musetti. Backhand of SHEVCHENKO. The backhand is wide again. SHEVCHENKO making many unforced errors. He's not happy with himself. Musetti waiting a bit with serving. It's clipped the net post and it's second serve. Yeah, the Hurkacz match is crazy, right? I was watching it a little bit, but they're not giving each other much. And after the first set, I was like, Telon Griekspoor has no chance. But apparently he turned it around. And Bautista losing, that's quite a big upset, right? I thought he had an easy draw in the first round. Who is he playing? And it's a game for Lorenzo Musetti. Really easy game for him again. And he consolidates his break. Finally a point again for SHEVCHENKO. We'll be happy about that. Has been a while since he even got on the scoreboard, so good first serve. Musetti has to loop it up. Well, it lands in. We're into the rally. Backhand to backhand rally. That's wide. It's 15-all. Wide from SHEVCHENKO on the forehand. A bit lazy with the footwork there, and wasn't in a good position afterwards. Good serve again. Backhand comes to the net. Has to move back because it's going to land deep. It lands all the way at the baseline. Musetti now moving in with the forehand. Forehand to forehand rally. Still the forehand rally. Oh, Musetti puts it away. A really big forehand from Lorenzo Musetti. What a lot of power he can generate with that forehand. And it's 15-30. Looks like SHEVCHENKO is in a lot of trouble actually on his service games now. The Musetti forehand is running wild. What also surprised me today, Manor or whoever is also still watching, is Ostapenko losing. When I picked her in my bracket, I already knew that I was gonna throw it by picking her. But I think I had her in the semi-final or something. So that is ruined now. But I think in her first round match, you could already see that it was just a bit of vintage Ostapenko giving away a set, and doesn't look like she was in the top form that she needs to be to get far in a Grand Slam tournament. I think it's still funny that she's the kind of player who could probably today beat any player and lose to any player. Okay, 30-40, Shevchenko serving, first service wide, needs to go to the second serve. Big forehand from Shevchenko. Musetti moves him around all the way to the other side of the court. Musetti moving in with the forehand. Shevchenko can't get there. He slips away, and it's another break. Don't think we have a Musetti button. Let me check with Ben on that. I don't see it in the list. But a really good start for Lorenzo MUSETTI. He's dishing it out with his forehand, moving Shevchenko all the way around the court, and he's. I think if he's on, he's a very exciting player. And Cathy's saying there is a button. Okay, I will send Ben a message. Cheers for that. Max saying, do you think Musetti can do well in the grass courts with his playing style? I hope he does. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think Musetti has the potential to be like a very, very good clay player. But I think the power that he has in his forehand, spin that he can generate, I think he should be able to do well on all surfaces, actually. He's already number 17 in the world, so that also says something for his form in different surfaces. All right, so it's 4-1, and Lorenzo Musetti is serving. Big serve to the forehand of Shevchenko. He plays a drop shot. Shevchenko gets there. Musetti moves to the net and passes Shevchenko. A really well-crafted point. Service far outside wide. Then the drop shot all the way on the right side, just over the net. Shevchenko scrambled to get there. Was really well done, actually. But yeah, then his shot was so easy for Musetti that he could just put it away. So a well-crafted point, and it's 15-love. And Cathy, I hear from my good friend Ben that the button is indeed there and that he is adding it. So that means that we can enjoy it rather sooner than later. I think there's some discussion about the point being in or out. I think it's wide. Musetti trying to go with the backhand down the line. I think it was just wide. Let's see what the umpire says. Yeah, it was just wide. So it's 15-0. Cathy and saying, I adore Musetti, but he's so inconsistent. Yeah, that's, I think also maybe comes a little bit with the young age, maybe. That he needs to find his stride still, like a full year on the tour. What does that bring to a player? But he beat Djokovic recently, right, in Monaco, Monte Carlo. So yeah, that was a big achievement, and I think he's the kind of player that everyone will be afraid to play because if he's on, I think he can beat almost everyone, especially on clay. And so maybe this Roland Garros can be like his big breakthrough Grand Slam. Meanwhile, we are enjoying a quality forehand rally, but once again, Musetti gets the better of it, and it's 30-15. Yeah, Max saying Musetti has some achievements, beating Alcaraz in Hamburg and beating Novak in Monte Carlo. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Beating Novak, I think there's a lot of players who have never been able to. SHEVCHENKO also had a pretty good season. He had a good run in Madrid recently on the clay, where he lost to Dan Klevedev in the final. And talking about Daniil Medvedev, were you also completely shocked by his exit? Because in previous years, I always thought, okay, Daniil Medvedev first round Roland Garros is going to be exit. Doesn't really matter who he plays. He already thinks that clay is a shit surface and he's going to be terrible. But now with the 2 tournaments that we had and where he played really well, got really far, I thought that he would probably be one of the people contending for the semi-final spot on the other side of the bracket than Djokovic and Alcaraz. But yeah, he apparently not. I think Wild played really well, but also Medvedev was pretty bad. Yeah, Kathy, SHEVCHENKO gave Medvedev a hard time for sure. All right, so it's 40-15. We're into the rally. Musetti with the early backhand misser. 1 more point separates him with a 5-1 lead. It was in Madrid actually that he played Medvedev, and it was 3 sets, 7-5 in the last set. In Rome, he lost to Sinner, which was also 3 sets with the tiebreak and really close. So I think that means that he can match the top level players on gravel. But maybe Musetti is a different kind of player because what a shot. He put some spin on the forehand and a really nice shot again from Musetti now. And it's 5-1, that means I get to press the button.
You never forget me. Ooh, tell you if you left me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, you see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo Musetti. Lorenzo Musetti. Ooh, Lorenzo Musetti.
It's actually the first time I hear this one, and what a banger this is. So thanks for reminding me, Kathy, that it was there, and thanks Ben for the quick action. I really appreciate it. So it's 5-1 for Musetti, and SHEVCHENKO with 2 quick points. Really well played, 30 love. Kathy saying was a good match. Well, it's a kick-ass forehand. He could hit through the wind. Man had a tough in wind and 50. Yeah, so I think that's true. But on the other hand, I think we have seen Medvedev playing better matches than this, right? I think he was a bit impatient in the beginning, and then in the end, I feel like he lost all trust in hitting winners. He just thought, okay, I will just keep the ball into play and then see what happens. But Sabov Wild, his forehand was ridiculous. Like at some point he just started running and then didn't stop anymore. So really enjoyable to watch, and shame to see Medvedev go so early, but that's tennis, and also interested to see what Wild can do in the tournament. It's a double fault for SHEVCHENKO, giving his 30 love lead away. So it's now 30 all, and only 2 points remain before the rest. So Musetti could potentially take this first set, and would be quicker, 25 minutes. Nice point from SHEVCHENKO, 40-30. So some live scores, Towson winning the first set. That's something I love to see. It's a player that I really have high hopes for. Griekspoor is now a break up against Hubi Hurkacz in the 4th set, so that could mean coffins for Hurkacz. Just interesting. not a clay player Hurkacz, but you would expect him to see of Griekspoor probably. Huge backhand from Musetti. It's just way too much from SHEVCHENKO. So what you see now in the match is that the rallies are actually quite even. And then at some point Musetti just like opens the gas handle, and then SHEVCHENKO can't deal with it. He said he felt like he played well, but the wind was annoying. Wild played really well. Watched Medvedev's press conference. Yeah, I watched it as well. I mean, Medvedev press conferences you always have to watch because they are quite funny. Meanwhile, we already have our first set point because SHEVCHENKO hits another ball into the net. But I think he said that that Seyboth-Waalf needs to play more matches like this, then he can become a top player, and it shouldn't be only against him in the first round. And I think he's made this kind of comments already earlier. It was pretty funny. Good to see Medvedev not in bad spirits after such a loss. I think he looked disappointed, but he's been worse in press conferences. Like I think he's just probably really looking forward to Wimbledon. Oh, what a shot from Lorenzo MUSETTI. And that means it's already first set. "25 minutes, 3 breaks. Lorenzo Musetti, really impressive. And let's hit the button again for him, shall we?
You never forget me. Ooh, tell you if you let me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, you see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo Musetti. Lorenzo Musetti. Lorenzo Musetti.
Yeah, was it Tim van Rijthoven who he jinxed before, the Dutch player that he lost against in the Lima Open in Graz last year? I remember something like this, but I'm not sure if it's if this is the correct player, because I think van Rijthoven was ranked 150 and received a wildcard for the tournament. And then he beat Medvedev in the final in that tournament, and I think he made similar remarks after that match. And then said he had clay in his mouth from the third game and that he doesn't know if people like to eat clay. Yeah, Medvedev is there's only one Daniel Medvedev, and I'm happy that we have him. And also that you have to throw away your socks. Yeah. So there were some interesting comments about clay made in the press conference, and I had a laugh as well. All right, so serious business. Second set starts. So everyone who's here right now, it's a relative small group, but it's still a lot of fun. What are your predictions for the second set? So let me know what you think. The second set, is going to go the same way as the first one did, or is SHEVCHENKO going to get more grip on the play of Lorenzo Musetti? Oh, meanwhile he makes a screamer of a point. Wow, he was being moved around. So Musetti moving him around all the way. He was scrambling, and then he hits a beautiful forehand winner down the line on the backhand side of Musetti. So 15-all. Maybe that's a good hope for SHEVCHENKO. I'm going to say 6-3 for Musetti for this set. And we indeed have 3 live streams going on. Yeah, that's a bit on me. And also because this match was supposed to start a lot earlier, but it's actually the only match on courts where the matches were long today. So I think on most courts, in contrast to yesterday where we had a lot of 5-setters, most matches today were relatively short. But on the court where Musetti and SHEVCHENKO were supposed to play, we had a few long matches, and then the Griekspoor-Hurkacz match, which is still running. So they are starting later than usual, but we have 3 streams going on. And I just really wanted to watch this one because I thought it would be a really nice, careful match between 2 young players in hot form. So far, it seems like Musetti has a bit too much for SHEVCHENKO. It's 40-50, Mr. SHEVCHENKO on the forehand side. All right, Musetti serving. Big serve, return from SHEVCHENKO. Huge forehand, but it flies wide, like 2-3 meters out. And it's 40-40, bit too eager there. Okay, so 40-30 in the first game of the second set. Lorenzo Musetti serving. Big forehand from Musetti. Good forehand also from SHEVCHENKO. Forehand of Musetti. Backhand of SHEVCHENKO. Forehand to backhand ready now. Really high again. Yeah, it's the high balls on the backhand of SHEVCHENKO that he's really having difficulty with. And it's 1-love for Lorenzo Musetti. All right, so changeover has happened, and SHEVCHENKO is serving. He needs to hold his serve. That was the problem in the first set, that he lost his service games way too easily. First serve is wide. We're into the rally. Forehand of Musetti, just over the net. SHEVCHENKO can potentially move in, but he doesn't. Oh, it's a shank by Musetti. Yeah, it was already a bit of a sloppy rally by him, and he shanks it completely. Missing the shank here, I think. So you just have to bah sound from me, because I don't see the shank button, but it's there somewhere probably. I have to look better. All right, so 15-love. High backhand return from Musetti. Yeah, SHEVCHENKO cannot deal with his high balls. Maybe it's also a bit due to the wind. I'm not sure, but these high balls are flying, and SHEVCHENKO cannot put them away. 15-all. Bad. Yeah, it's probably in there somewhere, but have to look better. Maybe because we have so many new buttons that it has shifted down a little bit. We'll have a look later. All right, meanwhile, SHEVCHENKO hits a really nice shot. As far as I know, this SHEVCHENKO is not a relative of the Ukrainian football player SHEVCHENKO, who's the only person with this surname that I know of. I think this SHEVCHENKO is also Russian and not Ukrainian, which is quite a big difference. And the Maltese Disco Mate, excellent YouTube name. Says hello everyone. Hi to you. How are you doing? Second serve SHEVCHENKO. Meanwhile, a pigeon flies through my camera view. Hope they don't hit it with these high balls that they are playing. Okay, forehand to backhand rally. Musetti misses the backhand. 40-15 for SHEVCHENKO. Looks like he finally has easy serve game. I'm renaming Ben Benjamin Button. That's really good, Kathy. Should tell him as well. That's a really good name for Ben. Maybe we can use some Photoshop for some nice compilations. Drop shot from SHEVCHENKO. Musetti gets there. Oh, but he puts it wide. That was the chance, but he misses it, and it's 1 game all. Ben is doing the Djokovic match, right? Against Fucsovic. Yeah, I'm sure he would love it. Ben, he loves some banter, right? So, first serve from Musetti, and it's wide. He goes to the second serve. Forehand of SHEVCHENKO, forehand of Musetti. Oh, really good forehand of Musetti. But SHEVCHENKO managed to bring it back. Musetti smashed it away. SHEVCHENKO with the forehand. And Musetti with the drop shot. Yeah, the drop shot is really good. It reminds me a little bit of Alcaraz, how he's playing now. A lot of power on the forehand and then changing it up with the drop shots. It seems like there's quite a lot of wind again, just like yesterday. Hope not. I'm from the Netherlands. I live close to Amsterdam. And are you all from Malta? Or just a big fan of the country or the flag or anything else? Backhand misser from Musetti, 15-0. Yeah, it's nice. That's cool. I don't know anyone else from Malta, so that's pretty cool. All right, second serve, 15-0. SHEVCHENKO tries to hit winner immediately, and that doesn't work. He's arguing with his box a little bit, I feel. Alright, in comes the first serve from Musetti. Forehand to forehand rally. And Musetti misses it. It's 30-0. So, what is it like to live in Malta? I'm really interested. Never been there. I think maybe a place that I would like to visit at some point. Mediterranean Sea, a lot of beautiful islands, and I think Malta is also very nice. I think I know some friends that go there to do sailing, actually. Is that popular there? Meanwhile, Musetti with another misser. He's playing a bit more sloppy now, and that gives SHEVCHENKO the first break point of the match. And I see that I should actually change this a little bit. There we go. That's better. First serve into the net, and that's a really big chance. Really big chance for SHEVCHENKO to break Musetti and maybe make this a real match. Backhand, forehand of Musetti. SHEVCHENKO gets there. Another big forehand. Does he get there? Yes, he does with the backhand. And Musetti goes again with the forehand. Moves to the net, volleys, and finishes the point. Really well played by Lorenzo Musetti. Big gameplay on a big moment. These are the points that you want to deliver, and he does it. It's really nice, good weather all year long. Oh, don't make me jealous. We have good weather for 4 months here, so that's terrible. Meanwhile, Musetti doesn't give away the point, but he lets SHEVCHENKO take control, and it's another break point. It's really friendly, and tourists will also like to hear that most people are fluent in English. Yeah, that's a big upside always, right? I don't know how it is for you, but can't speak many other languages than Dutch and English. I speak a little bit of French and German, but only enough to order a baguette or a schnitzel, and that's about it. So it's always nice if a lot of people speak good English. Oh, a good serve by Musetti gives him control over this rally. Slice of SHEVCHENKO, and this one should go to Musetti. Yeah, well played again. Well played, taking control of the rally again. It's juice. First difficult service game for Lorenzo MUSETTI. Interesting to see if he can come back from it a little bit. First service wide. Second service good. Forehand of Musetti. Backhand of SHEVCHENKO. They're doing a down the line forehand to backhand rally. Now they move to the forehand to forehand cross-forward rally. Big forehand from Musetti down the line. SHEVCHENKO slices it back, another big forehand, and Musetti moves to the net. Oh, but he misses the smash as well. Ah, that's a classic. Wasn't standing still. I think you can see that the wind is blowing really hard. It's cool that you have Portuguese ancestry. My ancestry is pretty boring. It's only from the Netherlands. But that's a difficult language, I would assume. A lot different than the other ones. Alright, another breakpoint. 3 in a row on this service game of Musetti. Good first serve. He plays the drop shot, but SHEVCHENKO was already anticipating it. He moves in. Yeah, well played by Musetti. He played a drop shot that SHEVCHENKO was already anticipating. He played the drop shot back, but Musetti just about got there, and it's juice again. And welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but nice to have you here in the chat, and glad that you're enjoying this match with us. Okay, so Lorenzo MUSETTI with a powerful forehand, and I think SHEVCHENKO doesn't get there. No. Avantage Musetti for the first time in his service game. Big serve all the way outside, and a drop shot on the left side. Wow, perfect point from Lorenzo MUSETTI to hold here. It was a tough service game, but he holds, and it's 2-1 for Lorenzo MUSETTI. So first time SHEVCHENKO has been able to come a bit closer, but wasn't to be, and he needs to use this mentally to see if he can improve. Crowd doing the oles, and meanwhile we are waiting for the players to move on the court. I can see if I can have a look about some scores that are flying around. So we have Rublev dropping a set against Moutet. He was 6-4, 6-2 up, so I've actually thought it would, it would be easy, but apparently not. Van Rijthoven, Griekspoor and Hurkacz are in another tiebreak. They are already 4 hours in almost. Rakimov won the first set against Frech. Towson and Fernandez are busy in the second set. And Fucsovic and Djokovic have just started. And we're back live again. Shevchenko loses his first point on this serve immediately. Yeah, good serve. Now, good forehand as well. Musetti has difficulty starting to stay in this rally. But, oh, no, it was in. I thought it was out. I was going to say it's so necessary that he misses this because the whole court was open, but it's actually in, so that's well done. Who's your favorite, guys, if you have any? Is there like one of these two players that you really think should win? And not only based on like who's the stronger player, but also who would you like to see winning? Big forehand. Yeah, two big forehands. Shevchenko. It happens to him quite often. When he gets a bit impatient in the rally, puts too much on the forehand, and it's 15-30. Alright, Shevchenko serving. He hits the top of the net, goes really far into the crowd. Second serve coming in. Kick serve. Forehand return is good from Musetti. Really good backhand down the line from Shevchenko. Gives him the point 30 all. So, we had quite a lot of upsets already, right, in this tournament. And I'm interested to hear if your brackets have already been ruined like mine has. So, let me know what was for you the biggest upset of Roland Garros so far. And if you already have some hot takes about which seed is going to fall next, then I'm also very interested to hear them. Hurkacz won the fourth set against Griekspoor, so they're going to the fifth set and they're already 4 hours in. The crowd is going wild. I think we can hear the coach of Shevchenko actually saying some things here. Really good from Musetti. Yeah, Medvedev losing. Yeah. I think that's for a lot of people probably big stuff. There's some people that say because Sebov Wild had a really good gravel form, right? So I think he won like 25 of his last 29 gravel matches. Oh, Shevchenko giving away 2 points in a row with big missers. Advantage Musetti. Hurkacz loves thrillers and he also loves tiebreaks. I think if you have a Hurkacz match and the chance of the tiebreak being in there is so big. Good forehand by Shevchenko. Slice backhand from Musetti is not going to land in. And it's juice again. Good serves from Shevchenko. He moves to the net. Musetti loops it up. He can smash it away, and he smashed it out again. It's the third time that he missed easy smash. Someone in his box is yelling a bit at him, and I think what he needs now is more to calm down than to continue this, because he seems like he's lost his head a little bit, and he needs to convert these shots. Oh, Musetti had all the chance here to put it away, and it's juice again. So what we see now is that both players are making quite a lot of mistakes with the forehand. Musetti is, I think, of course, the better player of the two, and he is also the player who makes the least mistakes. But Shevchenko, very impatient with the forehand, and I'm wondering if the wind has something to do with it. Forehand to forehand rally now. Drop shot by Shevchenko. Musetti gets there, slices it away. Really well done by Musetti. Puts it away really deep. Shevchenko can't get there. So advantage Musetti, another break point. Really long game, this one. And Djokovic breaks immediately. Will you have an easy match, guys? What do you think? Really well worked by Shevchenko again. And we're back to juice. So in the situations where it's like with his back against the wall, having to come back from breakpoint down, he's playing really well. But then when it's even again, it seems like he loses focus a little bit. So hope that he can turn it around. Forehand rally. I think that one is wide again. Yep, there we go. Another miss by Shevchenko, and the breakpoint goes to Musetti again. Good serve. Return is deep. Forehand rally. Backhand of Shevchenko. Slice. Backhand of Musetti. Lands in. Forehand of Shevchenko. Backhand of Musetti. Forehand of Shevchenko. Backhand of Musetti. And a lot of power on this forehand from Shevchenko. He's trying to dominate this rally. Puts a lot of power on the next one. Moves to the net. He will get another smash. This one time the smash is good, but Musetti gets there. Oh, but he lands into the net. Musetti did well to guess the side the smash was going, but he couldn't get it over the net, and it's juice. Okay, juice again. Oh, really good serve by Shevchenko this time. Yeah, really good serve outside. Musetti looks annoyed. And now Shevchenko has the chance to get this game over with. Good front for Shevchenko, but Musetti stays in the rally. Backhand to forehand. Oh, forehand outside wide. Really good from Shevchenko. Wow, the shot by Musetti, but the rally's still on. Yeah, really well done by Musetti. He played it around the net post. And nice to see that Musetti is finding these angles. Played it around the net post, and then the point was easy to make. And it's juice again. Big forehand. Yeah, the big forehand of SHEVCHENKO, this time too much for Musetti. He's going really high with his backhands, Musetti. He already said it earlier in the commentary that he was trying to trouble SHEVCHENKO with the high balls, but I think in these cases he should just go for the low passing around the net instead of shooting the high balls every time. A serve of SHEVCHENKO just wide. The game isn't over yet. I think we've had an 8-minute game now. Second serve is good. Musetti with the forehand. SHEVCHENKO with the backhand. Musetti with a big forehand. But SHEVCHENKO is still in the rally. Slice from Musetti. SHEVCHENKO with the forehand down the line. Musetti gets there. SHEVCHENKO with another big forehand. And Musetti with the slice again, trying to slow down the play. Forehand to backhand rally. The drop shot is not good enough. SHEVCHENKO wanted to go for something else and probably shouldn't have. All right. Let's choose. Oh, and it's a big miss from SHEVCHENKO, the second shot on the backhand. And it's another break point. Yeah, it has. We're into the rally. SHEVCHENKO with the forehand. Backhand of Musetti. SHEVCHENKO doesn't get there, and it's the break. Finally, this game is over with. No, it was a good game, but it's in the end Musetti that wins it, and that means it's a break. And I'm going to hit the Musetti button as well because he won a game that lasted 10 minutes.
You never forget me. Ooh, tell you if you left me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, you see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI.
Lorenzo MUSETTI, 15 love up in the next game. Good serve. And the return is wide, 30 love. And SHEVCHENKO making too many unforced errors now. Let's see what the score is there. He's over 20 unforced errors now already. I think that's too much to have a chance in this match. And he needs to be careful that this set doesn't slip away from him as the same way that the first one did. Yeah, 40 love. It's chance of a game to love, and we've reached the 1 hour mark of this match, and that is also a good moment to like the video. So if you haven't yet, smash that like button, and then helps us spread the channel, spread the love for the Game to Love community. We will be doing a lot of matches. As you can see, we have 3 going on at the same time right now. So you have to split your attention between all these great casters that we have. Another misser by SHEVCHENKO. That means it's a consolidation and a game to love. Yeah, Shevchenko unhappy with the shots that he missed. I can see how. I think he wasn't that much worse in the first set. I think the match was a bit more even than the 6-1 scoreline indicates. But in the end, yeah, that's not what it's about. The score does matter. And I think what he needs to do is just try to stay away from trying to hit these huge forehand winners and maybe try to stay in the rally for a bit longer. But you can see that the wind is blowing quite hard, and Musetti likes to play like the gravel high ball tennis, so it makes it difficult to anticipate in the rallies. Shevchenko's service game. Oh, he's playing way too wild now. Two really fast missers, and it's love 30. Yeah, he needs to be careful, otherwise it's going to run away from him really quickly now. First serve goes wide. Second serve, Musetti returns, high ball again. He's feeling that this is the moment to take control. Playing these really high forehands. Dominating the rally. Shevchenko with a really good forehand. Musetti just about gets there. Shevchenko can finish it. Musetti gets there, loops it up. Now the smash for Shevchenko, and he finishes it. Yeah, that should be a good feeling. Draw shot of Shevchenko is also really good. So now of 2 really bad points, now 2 really good points by Shevchenko, which is nice. Good to see him find his drive a little bit. Meanwhile, Leila Fernandez won the second set against Towson. It was looking like Towson was going to run away with the match, but Fernandez found some form back apparently, so that's exciting, or for me, nerve-wracking. Oh, volley missed at the net by Shevchenko. That gives Musetti a set point. A really long rally, and then in comes the volley, and yeah, it was just not good enough. And it's another game for Musetti. 5-1 lead. It's going a bit the same way like the first set. So, funny thing is that before this match I was expecting it to be a bit more close than it is now. And of course everything can still happen. But Max saying, I hope Lorenzo is staying clutch in general, mentally, etc. Yeah, it looks that way, Max. He's playing well in the rallies. I think he had a game plan before this match started, like I'm going to pressure his backhand a bit, give him not much time with a lot of high balls, with the wind coming in, and it's working really well for him, and I'm impressed especially by the amount of power that he is generating. I think he can improve for sure. He was making a lot of unforced errors as well in the last few games where it went to like 3 or 4 juices. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, nice forehand from SHEVCHENKO all the way outside, but Musetti gets there. And I mean, this is probably for the Musetti fans the most hopeful thing to take from this match, is that he's moving really well and he's really good at like these, I call them Alcaraz like shots that all the way on the outside of the court and then hit it around the net or hit it all the way in the baseline. And just another beautiful shot from him again, 30 love, and he's coming close to 2-set lead. How are you doing, Ems? Did you have a good day? Yeah, well played, Sir Folly, 40 love. Three set points. First service good. SHEVCHENKO barely gets it back. Backhand down the line from Musetti. SHEVCHENKO can only chop it. Musetti moves in with the forehand. Goes to the net. He stop volleys it. And it's really well done. It's a consolidation. And that's another 6-1 set for Lorenzo MUSETTI.
You never forget me. Tell you if you left me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, you see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI.
Really impressed with Lorenzo MUSETTI. I thought SHEVCHENKO was a potential, what do they say, banana skin in English. And this is, well, you take the words out of my mouth, Elliot. It's, I hope MUSETTI will play like this also in upcoming matches. This is the version of MUSETTI that can beat anyone. For sure, it's electric and really, really nice that he's playing like this right now. The serve is not crazy good, but it's also no double faults, so it's better than nothing, I guess. Just 1 second. All right, so we have had 2 sets. That means 3rd set coming up, and I'm interested to hear your predictions for this one. Is it going to be another 6-1? I was wrong last time with my 6. All right, we've started with the 3rd set, and SHEVCHENKO has already managed to make 2 more unforced errors. I think he's a bit fed up with it, if I'm honest. Probably feels like he has no chance against this Musetti. Big forehand by Musetti. Good slice now. SHEVCHENKO moving in with the slice. Musetti trying to pass him, but it's not good enough. Nice. This is Musetti needs to do more here, I feel like. Musetti 6-2, I see. Yeah, that's probably a fair shot. First serve of SHEVCHENKO into the net. Forehand rally. Backhand of Shevchenko. Musetti prepares the forehand. Shevchenko with the backhand. Musetti with the drop shot. Oh, what a drop shot. These drop shots are ridiculous, guys. That gives the people hope, for sure. I knew Musetti was a player that can hit a good drop shot, but that they were this good. It's exciting to watch. I've been practicing my drop shots as well myself, so trying to learn here how he does it. Backhand of Shevchenko. The one-handed backhand of Musetti also looking really good. He slices it now. Shevchenko moves around to his forehand. That gives him a lot of problems now because he doesn't have any time. And what a winner by Musetti. And he breaks immediately and he's happy with himself. Yeah, he breaks immediately and he was like firing himself up. I think he's really happy about his playstyle level at the moment. He's making a lot of winners. You can see 20 winners against 14 unforced errors. And Shevchenko 9 against 25. Just in general doing really well. And he won 17 out of the last 20 points. So that says a lot about the domination that's happening at the moment. Mr. of Musetti, love 15. Could be a quick one. This I was actually expecting a crazy 5-setter for this match, but had my hopes up maybe a bit too high. But it's nice to see Shevchenko play. I only saw him live for like one set, I think, in the what was it, the Rome tournament. Backhand rally now. Interesting to see that Shevchenko is taking a more aggressive stance on the second serve of Musetti now. He's like moving inside the court 2 or 3 meters just right before Musetti hits the second serve. That indicates that probably the second serve doesn't have that much power and he wants to hit completely through it immediately. 15-all. First serve wide. Not extremely impressed with these serves of both players. I think Musetti's serve is not bad, and especially the kick serve is nice on the second serve. But I think could use a bit more power to be really effective. He's a tall guy. Should be able to generate some power. Wow, the forehand. Meanwhile, wow, the forehand acceleration by Musetti. Really, really, really good. Shevchenko's like, how should I deal with this? Yeah, I don't know, buddy. What you gonna do? Another drop shot from Musetti. Shevchenko gets there. Oh, Musetti gets to put it away, but it's right as Shevchenko. He apologizes for it. But another easy point for Musetti, 40-15. Wasn't as bad as the Nori Djokovic one, but no reason to hit it at him there. Just a mistake, I think. First serve into the net. Forehand is wide, 40-30. Bit unnecessary from Musetti now. Don't think that was the play. Yeah, good point from Musetti, and he holds. That means it's a it's a consolidation of the early break that he got again in this third set. Max saying this is a piece of cake for Musetti. Yeah, it is a piece of cake for Musetti, and I think the way that he's dispatching Shevchenko very professionally says something about his own form. Like, this is a player that you can definitely struggle against. He was good in the first round, and it just shows that Musetti is growing as a player, I think. And the forehand is just something that not many players can deal with. He's just able to dominate rallies, and also from like a losing position in a rally, be able to make the transition just by adding a lot of power to it. And I think very exciting player, could mean good things for this Roland Garros. All right, so this one I feel was wide, but let's see it. It's in. Big forehand winner from Shevchenko. Put everything he had into it. 15-all in his own serve. Shevchenko dishing it out now, another good point, and 30-15. I feel like it's important for tennis players to evolve their playing styles. Yeah, that's really well said. Let's think about an example of a player who really evolved their playing style. I think, so for instance, in the beginning when I saw Felix play the first few times, he was just a very one-dimensional service player. So he was just about serving, and his backhand was not so good, forehand was not amazing, and I think he has improved both the on-court play quite a lot. Recent form, not as good, sadly, but yeah, you can't always have everything. Maybe some other players that improved their playstyle recently. It's also hard to say, right? Because most of these things go quite gradually, where someone just gets better and better. Kathy saying Musetti seems to be holding their own. Definitely, he's playing really well. Rafa was a clay court specialist 2004-2007. When he won Wimbledon in 2008, people paid attention. Yeah, so there's always like this idea that Wimbledon is usually only won by like really grass specialists. But if you have good form, and so if you have good form on Roland Garros, then Wimbledon is around the corner. It's not long before the tournament happens. So I could see why people who do well in Roland Garros could also do well in Wimbledon, because the grass season is so short, right? There's only like 4 tournaments, three or 4 weeks between it. Or am I over exaggerating now? Is there a bit more time? All right, back to the tennis for a little bit. We have a nice forehand to forehand rally going on. Musetti dominating the play again. He moves to the net, smashes it away. Really well played. 50 love. All right, into the rally. Slice backhand from Musetti. Another slice. He loves these slice backhands as well. SHEVCHENKO gets really unlucky with the net court. It's 30 love for Musetti. I feel like SHEVCHENKO, he also is getting a few times unlucky now, which is not helping for his mental, I think. Rafa was not good on hard courts or grass in the beginning, but he changed his serve and learned the net game over time. Yeah, I mean, the way that Rafa improved his service game is ridiculous, right? Because he was always known as a player, a bit like Federer, that had a decent serve and he could place it well. But at some point, and especially, I think also last year in the Roland Garros that he won, his serving was so good, really impressive. And then that's something that Lorenzo MUSETTI can definitely work on. I mean, he's taller than Rafa, so he has a bigger chance even, I think. SHEVCHENKO slipping away. It's 40 love, another easy service game for Musetti. And Musetti wins 3-1. It is now. Alright, let's have a look at some of the other scores. Rublev and Muter are still battling it out. Griekspoor and Hurkacz are now 4 hours and 13 minutes underway. And they're still even Stevens. So not much between those guys. And Griekspoor was already injured on both his ankle and his arm. So I really hope that he's putting through. Musetti with a forehand misser now. 15 low for SHEVCHENKO. Okay, it's 30-15 now. Do you think Lorenzo can win a Masters 1000 title? So, to be able to answer that question, I think we should probably look at, okay, what kind of player is Musetti and what kind of surfaces is he good on? And so we were saying that so far it's probably the clay surfaces. So there's a few Master 1000s on clay. But then, do we think that he is able to beat a Nadal, to beat a Alcaraz, to beat a Sinner on clay? Or Rublev recently? Do you think he can beat those guys? Because I think it could happen next year already. I think he has the quality to do so. But yeah. It's easier said than done, obviously. Alright, we're into the rally. Important point. Musetti hit the net. It's a game for SHEVCHENKO. Alright, if Lorenzo improves a lot, I can see him beating his peers like Carlos and Holger. What do you think about the chances of Holger Rune in this tournament? I think Holger Rune has a really nice draw. I think that he has played well in the past weeks. Only thing that troubles me a bit with him is that there are always these lingering... He takes a lot of medical breaks, right? So I always feel like that he's a bit prone to injury, even though he's not really injured that often. But yeah, how do you see this? Alright, so we are changing over. It's 3-2 for Musetti in the third set, and shameful for us and also maybe for the crowd. It's not very full in the stadium, but the match is slowing down a bit. Musetti is making a bit more mistakes. You can see that his winners and unforced errors, they are closer to each other than in the beginning of the match. Good serve down the middle from Musetti. Plays a good forehand as well. That was really well played. But I feel like maybe it's going a bit too easy for him. So then it's hard to keep forcing yourself to keep that highest level. We have a match point for Andrei Rublev. It looks like he's going through. Freddie Love. Nice smash from Musetti. First serve, just wide, I think. Second serve from Musetti. Forehand of SHEVCHENKO. Drop shot of Musetti immediately. Drop shot is really good. 40 love. Could this be another game to love on his own serve? He had so many already. The drop shots are really working. Impressive to see. Do you think Norrie can take a set from Musetti if Musetti plays like this of his best form? I've never seen the matchup. Let's see if they played before. They played once on gravel. Musetti won 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. So Norrie did take a set of him, and that is a month ago. So not too long ago. So I would say, based on this information that I just got off the internet, Norrie probably can take a set of Musetti. However, I would say that Musetti is showing now that he's playing really well. And Norrie I was not super impressed with yet, so let's see how that plays out. Okay, big forehand of SHEVCHENKO. Musetti doesn't get there. 15 love. So, Max, who are your favorites to win Roland Garros for the men's and the women's? What do you think is going to happen? Or did you think someone who was going to win who's already out of the tournament? I hope not for you, but... meanwhile, it's Freddie Love, another misser from Musetti with the backhand. Musetti with the backhand. SHEVCHENKO, big forehand to the feet of Musetti. He now has to move to his backhand. That's not really a shot that he makes a winner mid quite often. Drop shot from SHEVCHENKO is really good. Nice effect. 40 love. Ems is not a Nori fan. Okay, yeah, that's allowed. That's allowed. Foot fault by SHEVCHENKO. That's interesting. Don't see those often. Oh, he tries to go for a huge backhand winner, but he misses it by miles. Could fit the whole North Sea in that. Yeah, he made a foot fault. Interesting. Crossed the line with his left foot just before the serve motion. For the 30, Mr. by SHEVCHENKO. This is a game you cannot give away if you're SHEVCHENKO. You were 40 love up, it was quite easy, and now tries to go for 2 ridiculous shots. And suddenly there's a lot of pressure on that point, and he misses the first serve. Yeah, nice shot by Musetti. This is what happens. Musetti with the big forehand winner, and now we are at deuce. Rublev won, guys, so that's nice to see. Andrei Rublev, crowd favorite, also one of my favorites. I think he's a really, really wholesome person, and always love watching him. And I'm happy to see that he's slowly getting to a stage where he can win titles. Musetti with the forehand on the feet of SHEVCHENKO. He can dominate now this rally with the forehand, and he does so. And it's a break point for Musetti, coming all the way from love 40 down. Yeah, Max, I was really, really happy to see Rublev win that title. Well deserved as well. Oh, it's a big miss from SHEVCHENKO. This was bound to happen. And we have a break. For Lorenzo MUSETTI.
You never forget me. Ooh, tell you if you let me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI. Ooh, Lorenzo MUSETTI.
Yeah, Musetti 5-2 up, only one game away from placing the third round, and it's a bit of a lackluster match because SHEVCHENKO is hitting so many unforced errors, 33 already, and Musetti is just dominating. But I think it's actually quality from him. It's not that SHEVCHENKO is playing absolutely terrible. I think Musetti is just with the drop shots and the forehand just a bit too much for the young Russian, and yeah, he has all the chances. I think it was nice that he got his first round win. He's improving. He had a challenger title not too long ago, so I think he will get there. Okay, we're into the rally. Backhand of Musetti. Oh, it's wide. Forehand goes flying, and it's love 15. So SHEVCHENKO hanging in there. Maybe he still has a chance. Would be the turnaround of the century. First serve goes into the net, so it's the second serve for Lorenzo MUSETTI in what could be the last game of this match. And we see again SHEVCHENKO moves in a little bit, but now he gets the second ball on his feet, and then the drop shot from Musetti. So funny thing is that on the second serve of Musetti, SHEVCHENKO is now putting like 2 free straps into the court, but Musetti has seen it, and he played the third shot of the rally really deep on the feet of SHEVCHENKO, who didn't have time, and then it was an easy point for Musetti to finish with a drop shot. So well done by him. All right, Musetti with a good point, and it's 30-15. Yes, this is going to be fire, Ems. Are you going to be watching it? Drop shots again from Musetti. SHEVCHENKO with the big forehand. I think it was just in. Yeah, it was just in 30-all. Nice shot by SHEVCHENKO. That's quite ballsy to do in this moment in time. Good serve by Musetti. Into the rally, big forehand, slams it down. And here goes with the drop shot, but SHEVCHENKO will definitely get there and has the passing shot. Oh, SHEVCHENKO. Oh, this is unnecessary. It's all the chances in the world to hit this inside the court, but he doesn't. And that means that we have a match point.
Match point.
1 hour 37 in, and we have a match point for Lorenzo MUSETTI. SHEVCHENKO has made quite a few of these missers already, and should really stop doing so. But that's of course easier said than done. Good serve by Musetti. And it's out, and that means Lorenzo MUSETTI wins 6-1, 6-1, 6-2 against SHEVCHENKO. Wasn't the closest match of time, but I still enjoyed it because of the quality of Musetti. And it was a really good win. So here we go with the button for Lorenzo MUSETTI, our winner today.
You never forget me. Ooh, tell you if you left me, don't you upset me. You'll never forget me. Wanna bet me, you see me on the telly, fans hang around me, coming from Tuscany. My name's Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI. Lorenzo MUSETTI.
Yes, Lorenzo MUSETTI looking really good. 1 hour 39 win over SHEVCHENKO, which is always like a difficult outsider to play against. You have never played against him. He's interesting matchup. Not much known about him. So well played by young Italian Lorenzo MUSETTI, and he moves on. Thanks everyone who joined today. Was a short match, wasn't the most tight match, but you can always have everything. Still very grateful that you were here today to watch this match with me, and I hope we get some many more great matches in this tournament. I will definitely be doing some more matches, I think Friday and definitely Saturday and Sunday. So thanks for being here, Ems, Max and all the others, and catch you around in the other GTL streams today.